I did a previous post about how this cup does not represent the future, and it's not telling us anything about the future. It is telling us about the past, and I brought receipts. Get ready for this totally unhinged idea that I feel like checks out. Hey, TikTok might be going away, so might as well put it all out there, right? Okay, in my previous post, I said that this cup represents 1989 to the Tortured Poets Department, and each number between represents the albums between 1989 and TTPD. And in the next screen, when it is turned, not crooked, and we get the coffee cup handle, that coffee cup handle represents the lost album of Karma. Now, I'm going to go into the Midnights era and then all the way back to the MySpace era to prove why I think this is so. And buckle up, because it has to do with the 1975 and Maddie Healy, but I think they're both a huge component of the Karma album. I think the Tortured Poets Department was just getting our feet wet. Okay, we're going to start when the Karma music video came out, and Taylor is walking coffee to somebody sitting on the piano. It was rumored that that somebody was Maddie Healy. Where in the world would that rumor come from? Just saying. Other people think it's Jack Antonoff. Now, since then, Maddie Healy has been posting very cryptic messages that kind of lean towards him being in that Karma video or the basis of it, etc. We have received this from him, which is the same figure as inside of that cup, a woman with her head in her hands on top of a huge clock, a post using the word esoteric, and then of course we received this picture recently of him looking a lot like the Midnights album. And I'd say the biggest one was this coffee sort of ensemble machine lab thing that makes coffee. That clock in the background, which has a similar time to the Karma cup. A lot of people could say, well, he's a troll. He's just trolling. That's all he's doing. Maybe. But where did that clock come from? Where did that time come from? That very close to hitting the 12, the symbol that has been being used dates all the way back to 2013, when the 1975 performed a live concert on MySpace called Live at the Log Cabin, the 1975. And yes, you heard that right, Live at the Log Cabin. Now, this was a really big deal because this was after they changed their name from Drive Like I Do to the 1975, and that concert was prior to them having an album out. They had such a huge presence on MySpace that they were asked to perform live in the MySpace series. There were only 3 different performers. Interestingly, the Log Cabin was actually a recording studio in the middle of Manhattan, and it literally looked like a log cabin. The clock was sort of like the promo to the Log Cabin special. The cabin has moss, it has wood beams. One of the execs has a quote describing it during this time, and they say, as a musty forest lumber wall and all of the genuine outdoorsman decor. I get that these could be just tons of coincidences, but I don't think they're coincidences. This was in 2013, and prior to this, in 2012, Taylor had asked them to tour with her on the Red Tour. She wanted the 1975 to open for her, and they denied it. But I just don't buy that that was the end of it. I think she was a big fan of theirs. I think she really liked their music, which brings me back to this scene. In this scene, when Taylor is carrying the cup, she says, Karma is my boyfriend. Karma is a man. Karma is my bestie. Because I think that's what Maddie was to her. First he was a boyfriend, then he was a man, and then he became her bestie. And remember that Karma music video was prior to the Tortured Poets Department, prior to them officially dating for a short period of time again. Now, I don't know what that says about today, but I don't think that that discounts the fact that the 1975 and Maddie Healy are a huge component of Karma, that lost album. And I think the 2 of them surfacing as boyfriend and girlfriend did not go as planned. And I think the Tortured Poets Department did not go as planned. So I don't know what that means for Karma, but there is no way she is scrapping that album again. That album's coming out. So buckle up, because where I don't think Maddie Healy may be the love interest in those songs, I think he's going to have a presence like he has all of these years in all of these eras.